In South Africa, people are affected by the increase in prices because it affects directly their most basic standard of living. Before you could afford a block of cheese, and now you can't afford the bread that the cheese is made from.
Really expensive.
Price is always a factor.
Prices.
That's why we choose where we choose.
Nowadays, we find there are so many different stores offering the same products, but for different prices, and that's something I could never understand. I feel our prices should be fixed. There should be a competitive market where it comes down to the service that they offer in the store, and that is why you shop at that store. If everyone's potatoes were $5.99, which store would you go to? So you'll find that onions and tomato and potatoes that are a certain price in stores like ShopRite are virtually double the price, or even in the case of Woolworths, up to a third or up to 3 times the amount it is in your lesser store, your lower income store.
I think it's all the same stuff. It all comes from the same place. And like quite a few of the little places, like the little 7-Elevens and the little shops, I mean, I find most of the fruit and stuff to be quite old. So Fruit and Veg City is one of my favorites.
Oh, the food is excellent.
Oh, very nice.
Very excellent. But it's very expensive, but it's quality.
All the greens, all the potatoes, everything is much cheaper. You can get it in smaller quantities.
Buy the chicken, by Roberts, it's clean. You don't need to clean it.
Yeah. Prices are normally the lowest compared to like Pick n Pay, and Woolies is just ridiculous, not on a student budget.
We're all faced with a rise in food prices, and the best way to counteract that is to become more aware of what we're spending, to become aware of the value of food, and also to look out for markets and look out for the source of where the food comes from. Buying your items from a farmer or from a farmer's market would definitely give you a better quality for a better price.
From the farm, and you know what stuff we're using to grow vegetables, and you know how the vegetables grow, which is perfect for the people, and they know we don't use any chemicals, which is much healthy than the vegetables buying checkers. We don't know where they're growing from, and sometimes they're using chemical. They lying to people and said this is organic, which is you don't have any proof.
It's not easy for everybody to afford it, which I think is very sad. I think it's kind of crazy that we live in a world that healthy food is really expensive. I really wish that would change. However, it's not that expensive necessarily to start learning how to grow your own food. So I think the more we can do that, the better.
Yeah, my latest book is Jane's Delicious Urban Gardening, and yeah, it is. It's all about urban farming. It's about how people who, even if they have this tiniest little bit of space, can become more efficient urban farmers. By 2050, 70% of our population will be living in cities, and we have to double our food production in order to feed all the people that are going to be on the planet. So urban farming is going to be the food of our future. And my book explores ways that people can grow food in every available space in the city, from rooftops to vertical spaces to container gardens. Even if you don't have the time or the space to garden, you can become involved in a wonderful project such as the OZCF garden, even if it's just giving your kitchen waste to their compost pile. If every single one of us took a small step to becoming a more responsible urban farmer, we will all be better off.
To me, the most basic ingredients in any home I would say, is onion, tomato, potato, eggs and flour. And just learning how to combine your eggs and flour could give you a multitude of dishes to work with. Being able to use your onion and making onion rings with the eggs and flour, or making potato gnocchi of mashed potato, eggs and flour. What we are eating today doesn't carry the same nutritional value as before. One slice could fill you, whereas now you need to eat 6 slices to feel any tickle. They found a way to extract gluten, which is a component found in flour, and that's why our breads are lighter and fluffier, but don't have that same value it had before, like one slice of your grandma's bread on a Sunday.